My name is Jean-Claude Van Damme. I used to be super famous.
Actors like Jet Li and Eddie Murphy, after going through different personal issues, ended up moving away from the public eye, losing fame and success. But no other actor has been able to match the career of the one who, for several years, was the most acclaimed and followed actor in action martial art movies. But thanks to Hollywood censorship, he ended up almost forgotten. Today, we're going to take a look at what happened to Jean-Claude Van Damme. Born on October 18, 1960, Van Damme was a martial artist who dominated the motion picture industry in the 80s and 90s. But when he was at the top of his career, he disappeared. Unlike Jim Carrey, Jet Li, or Eddie Murphy, their careers were decaying over time. The moment when Van Damme disappeared from the public eye was during his prime. For some reason, no one in Hollywood wanted to hire him and even censored him. But why did this happen? Some people think that it was a result due to the box office failure that was the movie The Quest, but this was not the case. In the 1990s, after the success of the movie Time Cop, Van Damme was one of the most recognizable actors in the world. After multiple successes, he was contacted by a producer to offer him a 3-film contract for the amount of $36 million, $12 million per movie. At the same time, Jim Carrey dominated the industry with his comedic movies, and so Van Damme told the producer that he did not want $12 million. He wanted to be paid $20 million per movie, equal or above Jim Carrey. The producer tried to negotiate with Van Damme, but his attitude was extremely arrogant. The actor cut off communication with the producer, stating that if he did not want to pay the $20 million, others will. Since then, Jean-Claude Van Damme fell into the Hollywood blacklist. No producer called him back, despite being a star and possibly the most famous actor of action movies at the time. Van Damme was convinced that the producers would eventually need him and they would meet his demands, but it never happened. As the years went by, fans turned their eyes to other actors, and Van Damme was left in oblivion, relegated to cameos and starring in films that went directly to video. It was then that he realized the mistake he had made. For being arrogant and demanding more than he should have, landed him into the Hollywood blacklist. And what is this blacklist, you may ask? In the film industry, there are unions for both directors and workers. If a person is deemed too difficult to work with, they can be added to this notorious list and never be hired again. Such was the case with director Josh Trank, which he disappeared after he made negative comments about the production of 2015's Fantastic Four movie and costing the studio millions of dollars. However, Van Damme was finally able to get out of this blacklist thanks to the movie The Expendables 2. Once again, producers began to hire him, but he could not match the same success he once had. And at the moment, he continues to work in multiple projects. Jean-Claude Van Damme is a clear example on how ego and bad business decisions can destroy a career instantly. Sometimes we need others more than they need us. Tell me what you think about Jean-Claude Van Damme. Are you a fan of his movies? Are you happy that he is still working in new movies? Or should he have just stayed gone? Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, assume nothing and question everything.